So I wanted to share a theory that I have on the Roman dodecahedron. These things, if I put them on the screen, they've been found, 130 of them been found around different Roman sites in Europe, specifically Northern Europe, so Gaul and all the way up through Britain, and no one really knows what they're for. There's been a whole bunch of hypotheses for what they're for, but I have my own hypothesis. I think these dodecahedrons were used as a measuring gauge for weaponry or tools. So anytime that you needed to have a wooden shaft to socket into a spear tip or an arrow tip or a axe handle or an axe tip, I guess they're called, you would want to make sure that the wood that you're turning is of the right thickness and the right circumference and the right diameter and even the right taper to fit into the proper socket. You don't want to take the metal parts away because those are the ones that are going to last, the ends, the weaponry and or the tools. That's the other thing we're not thinking about, whether it's an adze or a shovel or a spade. You don't want to take that away and take it out of action. You want to be able to create that wooden piece that you know is going to break and have it in supply. So that's what I think these dodecahedrons were. They have our individual varying widths that what are they called? I want to say they're called bulgers, people that make the handles, that can fit in, and a lot of times they'll fit in one side and be tapered smaller on the other side, so they go right through that dodecahedron. And it's just as a measuring gauge to make sure that we're creating the proper sized handles for the proper sized weaponry or tools or whatever that may be. That's why there's no uniformity across the board as far as between, finding them over here and finding them over here, is because we didn't need that much granulation in how accurate these were, but it needed to be regional. So if you were working out of a Roman fort, generally all your weaponry is going to be the same size. It's going to be blacksmithed at that same size, and you're going to need your wooden staves to be of the proper size. So that's what I think it is. People have talked about using it for making gloves or as a tool for gazing at the stars or distance or engineering. To me, it's a gauge. We still use gauges like that now. The reason why it's in that 12-sided dodecahedron, of course, is just to keep those, first of all, the space in between this side of the dodecahedron and this side to have your taper for your weapon needs to be that exact size. But also, it's going to prevent it from bending and warping. The little knobs will just keep it from rolling and getting away from you, and just sort of keeps them in pristine measuring shape. Anyways, that's my theory. I've never touched one. I've never held one. I don't know. I could be completely full of shit, but to me, that makes the most sense. And actually, ChatGPT kind of agrees with me, so we're like this. Anyways, I guess tune in next week for my opinion on, I don't know, some other sort of ancient thing that I've never seen or been close to. Stonehenge.